Okay. Ouch. Oh, hello there. What a fucking crazy fucking day. Oh, shit. Christmas, dude. Why is there random people on the street? God damn. God. Oh, fuck. What the fuck's going on? Oh my god. That's so stupid, dude. It's on my mind. I gotta just say it. I went walking today. And some random guy was just like, "Hey, mate." How's it going? He was drinking. He was drunk, man. Fucking stupid. And he told me that, like, last Friday, he was like, oh my god, it's so stupid. Apparently, he got cucked out of a threesome because some guy was just like, I don't do three-ways with another dude. Who the fuck was this guy, man? He's just some guy in my fucking... Aw, man! What the fuck is going on? Man, my town's gone too much into a city now. It's so trashy now, man. The guy, the blokes, cool. The blokes, so stupid.
The night is cold.
Have a little taste.
Get out of here, man.
Off we go.
Alright, just gonna clear my dailies and gonna do the Hoosh quest. And apparently you can name a Scaramouche. What's happening here? Do you try the new bait? Modifying fishing route, adjusting bait. You just use the right bait, man. Special sweet flower. You bastard. I guess I'm doing the thing. Let me just kill these things. No.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Yeah, buddy. All right, man. I really want to. Wait, I think I do have. Oh wait, no. I need a Nemo thingies. Ah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is that where the sweet flowers are? Look at these guys. Seems like the place. Seems like fungus. My fucking feet hurt. I was walking all Christmas. Oh. Ooh. Bring it on. Alright, I got that special sweet flower right from the anus of these funguses. Fungis. Alright. Give it to this guy, and then this daily quest is officially done. Somewhere around here. There you are. Hey, dude. What's up? Special sweet flour, wheat, and some sunsettias. As expected of you. This guy still catches no fish but things. Catch me some primo gems, buddy. Thanks. Okay. Okay, up there, down here. Hopefully this doesn't take me underground. It might take me underground. I'm not thinking properly. Nope, this is great. Go down here. Over here. I keep leaning forward. Fucking relax. Hold on. Oh my god. Something here. There it is. Swift Slayer. Bunch of emeralds.
Not now. Let's light it up.
Oop.
My guiding stars.
Hit him over. Just dash you. Oh my god, stop climbing, Hazel.
Everybody stand back.
This.
Shoot hurts!
Don't be scared. Not now.
Ooh, yeah.
Bring it on!
Ooh.
Well, magic laugh. My guiding stars. Let's light it up.
Yeah, confess!
Ooh. Girly?
I'm going in.
Then it's going in. I fucking hate this hill, man.
Yeah!
Boom. Alright. Now one more daily. And then I'll start my final quest in my quest log. And then I've completed the entire game. Yeah, I want to finish this before the next patch comes out. Because they release a... Or like, before they release more sooner. Does? I don't know. Oh, actually, I might play some hide and seek later. I can wait. I'll do hide and seek another time.
Following orders.
The night is cold.
Whoa, whoa. Boom! Boom!
Cold. Mine's a command.
Boom! Hey, they're pretty fast.
Teamwork is dreamwork. My guiding stars.
Adventure. That guy's going off the edge. Come over here, am I right? There he is.
Bring it on!
Oh.
Let's light it up.
Regret.
Don Marino. Okay. Time for the final. Oh, wait, no, I already did it all. Okay. I'm gonna do that last quest. Well, the last quest in my book. I don't know if anyone else has done it.
Add Astra.
Alright.
Thank you for completing
Mission.
today's commission.
Thank you. Alright, now. I want to try a team. Now, this may look silly, but I don't have the right artifacts, but I was thinking if you just perfect counter on all of these characters, except for Rosaria, she's just there to make use of. Actually, no, that's kind of stupid. I need an auto, normal attack. I have to make advantage of this. Maybe like child. Let me think. Hold on. Wait, can I just... I could just use Hazer. Hazer? No attack?
Let's go.
Ka-ching?
Time is against us.
I haven't used Ka-ching for a while. Let's see. I'm gonna continue my quest now. I gotta make my way to the hooch or something. Talk to scholars by the road. Wait, by the road. By the road? Over here? The up top? Where are they? Who are these scholars you speak of? What the fuck? Oh, there you are. Found him.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
You speak of me. If you're looking for the traveler, that's me.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
What is it?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go and use my
No.
powers
Of course I
elsewhere,
believe you.
bro.
Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
Oh, so what? For the love of...
This guy's accent's fucking strong,
Sorry,
dude.
we don't get out much, so our social skills are...
Inazuma? Mate.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Tatarasuna's been a pain in my ass, buddy.
My teacher
want
chose this
some?
area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive or a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case,
Deep dive.
please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Oh, he got laid. No jokes.
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out. It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
I think I remember a little bit. I forget.
Wait,
man.
so there are 2 missing people in the story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Yes.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
I kind of remember.
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
What's that?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
Typing it
According
up.
to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the kabuki mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Oh, it's coming back to me now. Okay, gotcha.
Puppet?
Cause what's his face? Scaramouche. Scaramouche was friends with some motherfucking
Judging by the looks on
guy
your faces, you
who
do know
makes
something
swords.
after all.
right. If I'm not wrong, that should be what we're talking about. So we gotta get to the bottom of a Scaramouche, dude. Hooch.
How creepy. The way you described it makes it
Because
sound like
puppet
the ghost story.
would be, yeah.
I agree.
It's coming
It
together.
does.
I kind of
But
my
considering
brain
that
fucking.
non-human races
Oh
in
my God.
Inazuma are by no means uncommon.
It's like
Spooky
being in
events
school
are to
again.
be expected, and that's exactly
I'm not
what my
listening.
book is
Here's the
about.
thing.
Please, take a
I
look.
can't read. And when I say that, oh fucking hell. Okay, so when I say I can't read, I'll read this, right? But none of the information will go into my brain. Like I read the words, but none of this, like, if I put it together, I don't put it together. That's the part. So author Sawada, extract 1. A man arrived in Tatarasuna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied laborers walking along the mountain roads towards the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable. Is that the word? Cool. Beyond mere descriptions for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half ahead taller, greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me? Sir Miyazaki, I cannot think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you. Miyazaki smiled, like a young man taking the first step on their journey. Expression relaxed. Why Katsurugi? Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with the other workers until the path's end. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now the flames of the forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too, then, was the Flame Watcher man, now my brain's fucking leaking, an unusual individual. Wait, what the fuck? So too then was the Flame Watcher an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on the face he wore a smile. The workshop was huge, and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the Watcher, yet he stood alone. Only when Katsurugi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the Watcher turn. This Watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna, born in the Niwa clan, which served as one of the three pillars of the Ishin art. Niwa never argued with his siblings and was the worthy successor by all counts. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement unto itself. Miyazaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa. As he adjusted his expression, he said, "It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan in the city do not think highly of your plan, our plan. Yet I still believe it to be worthy try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you requested." Niwa studied the text and nodded. "We should try some of these new foraging techniques, whether Kaidahara says yeah or nay." Katsurugi frowned with a sigh. He said, "Foraging is precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most sirs. And still you seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. And should my lord Nagamasa hear this, the soundness in his face shall be hard to miss." There's a lot of text, but I will read it because I need to practice my reading. Niwa smiled, replying, "And how does the forging of your lord's great blade Katsuragi?" Katsuragi neither wanted to shame his master nor lie to his two friends, and yet he could not think of a way to deflect, and so groused. "I see your ears are as keen as your hands, Sir Niwa. The jokes of us unlearned men are as nothing before you." Miyazaki hid his grin. Upon hearing this, Niwa released the lizard from his hand into Katsuragi's palm, and just as more words were to be exchanged, someone came walking nearby. Their footsteps light with the celerity of youth. The head that peeked in was round, and in the light of the fires looked like an oiled jewel. The young man placed some pox food at the side, and nodding, he prepared to leave. Katsuragi called out after him, "What about your share? Aren't you going to eat it?" The young man, upon hearing those words, found himself slightly at a loss. After a while, he answered, "Very well, I'll try it. You're welcome to the food. We all eat the same fare after all." Niwa said. The man nodded and left seemingly deep in thought. Okay, extract 2. The Kabukimono was by the coast. Sunset fell to the what the fuck is that word? Accompaniment of what? Of darkness. The bands of the twilight showed themselves naught for in their place did thunderclouds roil, grumbling the omens of the coming rainstorm. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea, and dusk bade the clouds to kneel upon the lands, its supplication mirroring the Kabukimono. With knees bent and face pointed towards the waters, none passed that way, and none knew what he was waiting for in silence. Time passed, unmeasured and uncounted, till a black cloud suddenly tore free from the sky and began to circle the Kabukimono, bearing down on him like a nightmare. Though he was not aware at first, after his studying gaze was refined by time, he understood. This cloud had marked him from the very start. Outbound, a fishing boat drew near, and lights of its bow flickering in and out of sight beneath falling sheets of rain, a mist unspooled across the area. Stealing sight from the fisherman, repeatedly exclaimed, "It is but dusk, how are my eyes darkened? Is there anyone that can deliver my boat upon safe tides?" Like a falling spear, a black cloud reached the bottom of the boat and was joined in its this bereftness of direction. Like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline, scant steps away, and Kabukimono stood idle, slanting his head to study the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help, and with a plop, and with a it landed under Kabukimono's feet. He crouched to better study the object, straining against the urge to take a bite out of it. Yet he did not, for the dark cloud swirling around had already picked the remnants of the ship clean. The Kabukimono stared at it blankly, like an awakening dreamer. When he returned to himself, the clouds had scattered, as if they had never been there at all. As for the ship, could it have been struck down by a storm? Who was to know? Not the Kabukimono. I see how I read that, but I also don't know what the fuck was going on. Because I can read words, but I can't read the story. God damn it, my fucking stupid ass brain, dude. It's like when you find a word and then you try to describe, like define like the word that you want. I will read the other words and go, what do those words mean? Fucking stupid. Extract 3. I think this should be the final extract. Katsuragi rushed to the doorway and shouted, "My lord, things go ill at the furnace. I have searched for Sir Niwa, but there's no trace of him, and much time has passed since Sir Miyazaki left to seek aid, but he has yet to send us any missive. Look." Mikoshi Nagamasa turned slowly, his face grave on attending the funeral. He spoke then, his words heavy laden. "I wish not to say such word, Katsuragi, but Sir Miyazaki may never return." Katsuragi peered past Nagamasa's broad, stiff shoulders beyond the windows. The clouds above boiled in waves of black, as if darkness now was the only weather, and might even morph into an abyssal beast and devour Tatsurasuna whole. Over 10 people had already perished. That was why. Why Katsuragi recoiled as if struck. Yes! It was coming back to him, now in dribs and drabs. That was why they had to set out to seek aid. Miyazaki had been the first to set sail. The clouds had only just begun to form then. Traveling from Tatsurasana to Inazuma to seek for support was normally no great feat, and yet there had been no signs of his return. Then a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, till the Kabukimono himself had departed upon the tides. Under foul skies and ominous fortunes, it had been Katsuragi who had brought him back and treated him as his own, and it pained him greatly to see the lad go. Yet the situation in Tatsurasana was severe. Even should they sacrifice more lives, it would have been worth it to gain assistance from Inazuma City. That should be the last paragraph. Okay. Niwa was gone and none could find him. Afterward, Nagamasa led a search party into the mountains, and the area around the furnace, all to no avail. Folk began to wonder if Niwa might have encountered an accident, but worry soon turned into suspicion, and they wondered if they had fled. Unwilling to bear the sin of having caused these incidents, the people grew even more suspicious, and Nagamasa himself strained against his discontent and fury. His face had grown to resemble rumbling clouds above. Suddenly, a figure flashed by. Their presence did not go unnoticed by Nagamasa. He drew his blade and cut through. He only nicked the silken veil, then true to war. For a moment they swayed, and then, like a marionette pulled by strings, they moved behind Nagamasa, laughing darkly. Here it is. Are you seeking someone, my lord? Niwa, perhaps? Nagamasa bellowed in fury. You dare address Sir Niwa directly? Yet the figure puttered like mist before the falling blade, only to rematerialize beyond reach, but not beyond sight. A ghastly apparition indeed. Was it you who slew my people? Nagamasa howled and charged, back only by Katsuraki's desperate grip, and his senses returned to him. He realized he was but an inch away from falling into the furnace. It seems that the rest of the work remains unfinished from the existing text. However, it is apparent that this is a novel of fantastical, colorful sensibilities born from imagination, well utilized. Oh my god. My English teacher would be so happy that I can still speak English.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Essay draft? Okay. A brief analysis of possible events in historical opponents. That's right. Yeah. What details? This text belongs to a series of works sponsored by the Vakumana's Veil Cutter. What the fuck is a Veil Cutter project? It is yet to be numbered. Author Akaba. Abstract. This is a lot of text. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick read. History events. Reading Gokuden. This paper continues expands. Rumi. Action Archon is raiding Shogun using Arsenal and Harry from the Archon. Themselves forging. Yep. New clans. Eccentric Puppet. There are Mikoshi and new clans. Along with Eccentric Republic serve as the three windows of insight. We need to investigate the truth behind what that. Traitors, their contents are followers, perhaps. Steps. Mood. It's like weird inserts. Zombie died at night. Inspector. 3 pieces of treasure chest. 7 notes. Mission prior. Okay. Yokai. Currently, so folks. Jesus Christ, once again. It's ever impeccable in the way dress hit on lights on his body. Continue coexistence between yokai and humans and innocent at large. And the public would have been like he become a local resident. Interesting. Alright, we got Niwa. Armory Officer, Vice Armor Miyazaki, Inspector Mikoshi Nagamasa, Subordinate Katsuragi, Kabukimono. Background unknown from many sources have compiled. see.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with
Words,
mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now.
Okay.
Good luck with your essay.
All right,
Jesus
thank
Christ,
you.
The academia
If
be
you
writing
find out
shit.
any more info
Fuck,
about all
man.
this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Yeah. All right, nerd. See ya. Peace. See ya, nerds.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
The balladeer.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
We could just tell them that I kicked his ass.
If you
then they
ask
wouldn't believe
Paimon,
me. 'Cause
Akaba
I'm a
should just
fucking
pick a
random
different
person
topic.
off the street.
There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
What?
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like
Look at that idiot.
the balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Ah, what is this idiot doing, man? It's going up. Come back here, Hoochie. Hoochie. Hoochie, come here. Let's go inside. Right.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
That's him.
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Suristana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
Nope.
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
I'll snap your neck right now, bro.
That escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you try to drive a wedge between us. As long as the terms are reasonable, I
First
don't
off,
think there's a problem in making
Paimon,
a
relax, bro.
deal, even with the balladeer.
I beat him
Well,
once.
I, for one, have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former
right.
harbinger with knowledge of many of the
Say
Fatui's
that in
sensitive
front of his
secrets.
face, Nahida, bro.
Being stuck
That
here
guy's
in
just like, yo,
Sumeru
just
could make
so
him a
you.
sitting duck,
So he's
depending
weak,
on how
right?
the Fatui
He's a
plan to
weakling.
respond.
Me
a second.
looking directly into
Former?
Skymush's eyes.
You mean
He's a weak
he's not a harbinger
piece of
anymore?
shit. You weak
I
son of a
take no
bitch that I
pleasure in
beat up
saying
that
this,
one time when he was at his strongest.
It seems
Weaker
as if
than
the
that,
doctor had no intention
bro.
of welcoming back a loser, so...
A loser? What did you say, Nahida? A loser?
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer,
Yeah, but out of the
nobody will ever abandon you.
so
But
you're
after
one of
recent
the
events,
harbingers,
even I have
right?
to admit
But
that
now
I'm
you're a
not
loser.
worth quite what I used to be.
Yeah, you're worth shit, son.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this?
Paimon,
Yes.
relax, bro.
I have my
We got
reasons for
this.
this decision. In fact,
If he
I'm
acts
largely
up,
doing it
I
for
can just
your
beat him up
benefit.
again.
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that? Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information
weak.
in Irminsul is
What a weak
vast
god,
beyond
bro.
description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly. Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him! I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity,
Yes.
it is my responsibility to be
inside
on
of my
guard
body.
against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Cool.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've
I'm
more than earned it.
Mondstadt's hero. Leeway's hero.
I'm still worried about this idea.
Inazuma's hero.
Is there anything we can do to
And
help?
Sumeru's hero.
I was going to
Put
contact
my
you about
poster
that,
all
but
across
then you
town.
suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Sure.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease.
Don't
Of
worry,
course,
son.
I'll
I
be
can
here
beat
to
him
help
up
guide you through
twice as
Irminsul
hard.
from the outside.
What? Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Great.
You betcha.
Thank you. Prepare
Don't
yourselves.
worry, little green.
I'm
You're like a
going to
Namekian to
transport
me.
you
Let's
into
go.
Irminsul. Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
Yeah, when
The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Say, how the fuck did I get in here? Oh,
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
as long as I'm the orange guy, he stands no chance, bro.
Fine, let's call it truce, but only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Here's the thing. If I was a leader kind of guy,
Sure,
I'd say,
confident.
you know
Why
what?
not
I'm the
give you
leader.
that?
But no, you go
Make it
ahead.
sound
If
like
something
you're even more
dangerous happens,
experienced at
you
adventure
die
than us.
first. And then I'll
If
get
there
out.
are no further objections, I suggest we get going.
Let's
Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
sharpen my blade, brother.
The snark on this guy, it's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Oh. Connecting to the internet. Let's go.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it!
Small
Come
sapling.
on, let's catch up with him.
Like HoloLife's fauners. Subscribed. I'm going in. Ah! Getting sucked into a tree, brother.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul. Ooh.
Oh.
Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go.
It is I,
Stay
a
close.
robot.
Don't go running
Bop,
off.
boppy, boop, boopy, boop.
Hey, so
Like an idiot.
say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
I've got new orders. Hey buddy, can you run? What's that? Nice hat, dickhead.
These sapling things have spread out.
Huh?
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
But you're gonna touch them. Watch out, Balladeer. You're gonna touch the thing. You idiot. Oh, what the fuck?
It looks the same in every direction.
Do you know what you're doing? Don't touch it. Oh my god, now we gotta reset. Fuck.
No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth.
But maybe we are lost,
Is he
Scaramouche.
mocking me again? What is it this time?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge tree!
Here's the thing, I hate Scaramouche, but like he's the most relatable character.
Lesser Lord
It sucks,
Kusanali.
man.
Good.
Cause
you
I'm
made
fucking
it.
sour and I hate people.
Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Then please
Uh-huh.
begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
Is he using the
Balladeer's
ubiquity
actually
net?
doing what Nahida tells him.
He's doing the
Guess he must
sign.
want to stay alive. The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Let me use my mind powers here. That's what Scaramouche is doing.
Paimon, would you like to talk?
About what?
Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join. Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads? That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while. Paimon's never tried this before. This is great.
Let me use my
Paimon's
goddamn
been wanting to
mind
ask
here.
you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Because I am a robot, a puppet of the blah blah
As
blah.
I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers. Well done. Smart and attentive as always. So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today. Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else. Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon. Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida, do you know anything about that? If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatara Suna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatara Suna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
Also, you fucking concentrate, you son of a bitch. I don't want you to fuck this up.
Of course you do.
You want to talk?
You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
We're talking about you, motherfucker.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
This
Are you
light,
gonna touch it?
it looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
But it's anonymous.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Whoa!
What the fuck? Whoa. Dude. Made in Ohio. I'm getting hit by it, bro. Ah!
You have shown me
Oh, look,
great
it's Niwa.
hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place, like a giant village. People are gainfully employed, their lives have purpose, they are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatara Suna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some
Who's
world-renowned, others unknown.
Officer
All passing on their legacy.
something?
Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed.
Wait, no.
He sold it to me. And now, every
that?
piece of ore here is smelted
I
using the
don't
new
remember.
technique. Even now,
Is that
you remain one of
Fontainewear?
Tatara Suna's key
Or not,
consultants, working right
know,
here
man.
alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma, and it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist
Escher.
thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
Oh my god.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are
Fontaine.
you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa,
Fontaine be
are you
fucking putting their
suggesting I
dick
find
in
a job as a
everything.
diplomat?
Oh, with the Fatui do
Sadly,
that.
I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Oh. Niwa died.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for.
Except he
I
turned
thought I
around.
disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Oh, is it
Did
glitching?
you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Oh. It's the Dakuta, dude.
If you
Dakuta.
kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
Fuck, what's the
It's
guy's
no
name?
trouble at all.
Not the
Patience is a virtue
the guy
which
from
I
Metal Gear
have in
Solid.
abundance.
The doctor just
This is
straight
all
up did
part
the
of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm
the
happy to
fucking
divulge
DARPA
my
chief.
true identity. I'm a Fatui harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
The Fatui? Who? What do you want?
Just to create
He's brought a foxhound.
minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
I'm losing quite a lot of blood.
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Losing quite a lot of blood. Fuck.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He
Collapse.
has
Die.
nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that are people like you.
People like me. Oh, yeah. He died.
What
He's
a
dead.
beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity. Jester, I have completed the task you gave
Quick
me.
change.
Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Oh, the doctor ain't that bad.
Are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore!
Okay. I feel that line, that line read should have been
Was that
like
the
more
doctor?
angry instead of being,
Did he
or like
turn into
fit in another
mechanic
Dottore
from
in there,
Fontaine?
like Dottore. What was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? He was the one behind it.
Why do we
Tatusuna.
see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
That's fucked up. I'll kill this guy and use his heart. God fucking damn it, man.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Oh my
Tottori, you
god.
brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Hey, buddy. You okie dokie? You okay?
Shall we see how he's doing?
Yeah, let's see how he's doing right now.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
you alright?
You going through it?
That's a scary expression.
Got some tears to shed, buddy? You little
Are
baby.
you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
More of a rival. You're like Vegeta and I'm Goku, you son of a bitch. I am Naruto and you are Sasuke. We just want to make sure that this doesn't
It
affect the plot.
won't.
Okay.
I'll keep my end of the deal.
I'm Charizard, you Blastoise.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know
I'm
about?
Ichigo, you Ishida.
That's why we're here.
You will always be second best.
But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
They made a wish, bro. They got a 5-star unit.
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What the fuck do you want from me?
Give me your hand.
In marriage? What the fuck? What's with these boys nowadays? Jesus Christ. What? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Yes. Can you
No,
hear my voice inside your
I
head?
can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you.
Oh, is he gonna say,
So tell me,
what is
in this
Paimon?
world, is it possible to change the past?
Maybe if there's such thing as the god of time, then maybe.
Done.
What the?
Hey, hello, lies Oro Crony.
I only saw you hold hands for a second.
We're giving a good handshake, Paimon, out
I
of
was
it.
just thanking him for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
I'll see you. I'll see you later, Beth.
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
Oh.
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
What are you doing?
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are.
But they're
But
required,
if
you
a colony
bitch.
of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Did you practice this? You idiot.
Uh-oh, he disappeared.
It's like me asking
we gotta
Vegeta,
find him
how did you
now."
practice that I'ma kill myself move and turn into stone? How'd you practice that? How did you know to do that? That was crazy.
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What is up?
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him.
I should have kept the
Sorry,
handshake
Nikita.
firm grip.
Don't be.
Good handshake.
It's not your fault.
Won't escape
Please,
my
let me handle
handshake,
this
brother.
from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
I just think he thinks that he could go back in time or some shit. I didn't confirm and or deny. I gave him the face. You can do that? And then he said, I guess that's true. But I don't know what the fuck's going on, so he's just gonna try some bullshit, which I think it's not gonna work. So he's gonna waste his time. He's gonna come back weaker than normal. And yeah.
And we're at,
Mosquito, get out of my face.
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
an emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
I think he went to go try and
Don't
kill
worry.
himself.
If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone.
I'm gonna guess he's going to delete his existence or
Paimon
some
can't shake
shit.
the feeling that something really
But
big
since
has
only
happened.
us can
What
remember,
do you think
like,
the Balladeer meant?
Kusan,
And why
not
did he
Kusanali,
suddenly grab onto
Rukadavara,
you before?
it's gonna be the same because we're not from this lands. Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord Rukadavara, and the Balladeer's question was the strange one. It's hard to explain. Yep. Yeah, he's gonna delete himself.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible.
It's just gonna delete him.
Right. You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, but what if we deleted the water inside of your body?
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Ooh, Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself. Yeah, that's what I said, man. See, he deleted the water. There's no water. Nah, I think it's just like can't animate it.
Sorry, Paimon accidentally. It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working.
And Pieman will not remember the Balladeer. Scaramouche.
Nothing but trouble ever since we met him.
But
There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
they'll just forget him. They'll just go on with their lives, bro. Kind of like Rukadavara. Indeed, if the Balladeer... Wait, I want to read this. Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, maybe people in Inazuma would be affected. I can't imagine that the situation would look like. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to Raiden Gokuden, Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Will this mean that they'll disappear?
There's
No.
nothing we can do about it at this point.
It's just the memory
Hey,
of that
have you got
suffering
any
will be
idea
gone
what
and
we
the
should do
blame of the
next?
puppet. Yeah.
Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me neither.
So, how about, we list
But
all
I
our
do want to
favorite quotes
test.
to take our
It
mind
probably
off
doesn't work.
things.
If you just write down
That
his like
doesn't work,
his name
Paimon's
in like a
probably gonna
book or
collapse of
something, me
anxiety here.
as in the traveler, because I will remember him. And I showed it to Paimon. Would she know what the fuck was going on?
Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake. And Dragon chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad. Also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup, and...
Oh my god. I'm going through it. What the fuck is going on? Oh, she went to sleep. Ohayou gozaimasu. You fell asleep while floating.
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about.
Here it is.
What was it again?
Situation balladeer? What's a balladeer?
The balladeer? Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
You got that muscle memory from saying it so much? Balladeer, 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 balladeer. Have you said it before? Alright, now I want to know what happens in Inazuma. Like the history of Inazuma is just like a puppet. Or is it, there was no puppet? And would it be erased from Raiden as well? You're like, I don't have a son.
The balladeer.
Son?
Is that someone's name? Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
So I need to know what else changed.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Let's get over there first. Alright, boys, let's go to Inazuma. Inazuma. Okay, buddy. I'll go here, actually. So I can walk up into Inazuma City. Busting out my crackhead full of toys and shit. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get zapped by lightning.
Did you hear that?
Jesus Christ!
It really startled me.
Jesus, there's so much lightning! Kids, get inside, you crazy fools! Oh my god! I'm coming up. Oh, right, the Ishin art would that be changed of some sort? Because that had a lot to do with the Ishin shit.
Smithy.
Yep.
Ah, it's been a while.
Remembers me.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the raid in Gokudan.
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokudan, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions.
So we still got the
Most of
blacksmith
the great swordsmith clans of old
legends.
have since fallen into decline. And for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokudan 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
That was some bullshit blade, bro.
Paimon remembers that now.
It's a really bad sword.
They learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokudan then too. It seems like such a shame.
That, my friends,
Oh, now the
is a
story
tragic
has
tale
changed, bro.
indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunin, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokunin were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokunin. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokunin. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I guess.
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
He just removed the fact that they just said it's a mysterious blacksmith instead of it was a puppet balladeer.
My pleasure.
It was someone else.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop.
I'm
Lead the
hiding
way, traveler. Paimon will be
2
right
deleted
behind
people
you.
from you, Pieman. One's called Balladeer and one's called. Alright, where the fuck am I going? Kamisato. Arigato, Kamisato. Let's go. Ooh. What the fuck?
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
That guy's fucking voice doesn't go with his face.
If you're looking for the commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Fucking raining. Yeah, we're coming in, bro.
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
It's raining outside.
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say? Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the commissioner and Miss Kamisato
Oh,
these
they're
days?
both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the commissioner's behalf. As for the commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although, he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Yaku's to the Yashiro Commission. Yaku's to the lady.
Well,
Didn't
got
change
any
the-
more questions?
It doesn't change the past, man. It just makes you forget.
You're very
Just
welcome.
changes history.
In
A teensy
fact,
bit.
I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you very much, old lady.
I mean it. Whenever the commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma's a much better chef than most. Oh, the commissioner is so fond of home comforts. They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. As someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up, It makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
Thank you. Thank you very much. She talks so slow.
Wonderful.
I'm an
Thank
old
you.
lady.
I might sit here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great.
Oh, if Tom is in.
I'm itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
Oh, here we go. Tatara.
Great! Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right, then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Meh.
Are you two leaving already?
Yeah.
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
All right. Now, this will prove if anything really changed, because shit still went down. It's just they changed the story because it's just like basically the balladeer deleted himself, but you can't delete
Well,
the. You
here
can't
we are.
change the past. You can just
What are we looking
make
for?
the existence
Something? Or someone?
like not exist.
Do my eyes deceive me?
No,
or is that
fuck
the
off.
Traveler and Paimon?
Not this.
Xavier? What are you doing here?
Xavier.
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
Talk about that.
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade.
Okay.
Seems like the technological collaboration between
What's his
our
name?
two
Eustace or
nations
some
goes
shit.
back a long
Which
way.
is the doctor,
How about
right?
that?
Mechanic. Looks like the doctor who still sabotages the furnace, leading to
Hey,
thingy.
weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
I am. I'm just saying, do you know the puppet,
Oh,
brother?
I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
I'm just seeing what has been
Sure,
forgotten.
go ahead.
Oh, here we go. People knew of the kimono.
A kabuki mono?
There we
No,
go.
I can't say that I have.
A puppet?
I do know the word. Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
It's this. It's basically what Rukkhadevata said. It's just rehashing the same fucking the ability of deleting yourself.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Now it's like
Oh,
world
we're
forget
leaving?
me and the world shall
Okay,
forget.
bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're
But
most
for
welcome. More than
Rukkhadevata,
happy to
it was
help.
more like world
Farewell.
forget me, right? So I delete myself and also the
Looks like
what's
you got
the
all the
thing
information
called?
you're looking for.
The generation of the plague, the corrosion, whatever the fuck it's called, the red shit, will get deleted alongside that because it was connected to Rukkhadevata. So she killed herself. But the Balladeer is not deleted, as in like he's alive somewhere, man. He just said that those things don't exist. Time to go back to Lesser Lucas.
Sure,
Let's go.
but what's up with you today? Whatever, keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you. Come
Yeah.
on, you gotta keep it together. Why don't you grab something to eat? You can't go facing life's challenges on an empty stomach. All right, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
History changed just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too shitty. It's just it's the same, but it's different. Basically, basically everything. Any memory. I want to know if it's like physical writing will be deleted or not. Because if you like put Scaramouche like in writing and said, "There's a guy called the Balladeer,"
Hey,
I
it's
feel like
them.
people will just go, "There was a guy named the Balladeer. Who the fuck was that?" We have it in the records, right? I feel like it will still be there. It's just like there was some
You
guy.
still here?
Like in books, like a physical thing. I don't know. Anyway, these fucking SA people.
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us
Because
about?
Rukkhadevata made the fucking Akasha terminals. That thing still exists. It's just
The
they
same
decided not
topic
to
we
use it anymore
discussed
because
last time.
one
Obviously.
time, their brains
Still looking for more
hacked
info
into
about
citizens of
Tatarasuna,
Sumeru.
huh?
So things
Should we
created
join
by
them?
people who have been deleted still exist. It's just the existence to everyone in Teyvat.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real
It's just- I forgot.
progress. Huh? Oh, of course.
Okay. So, Kobuku. Yokai, yeah. It's now like they don't know the there was someone else. Now it's in the words of outside instead of Balladeer. So it okay. So if you have it in writing, so would be the writing, right? It would just replace the words Mikishu Katsuragi. The mechanic is a new one, so they know of the mechanic this time. But Kubo Kurus, whatever, fuck, whatever ballad is, fucking Kurokashuki or whatever fuck his name is. It doesn't exist.
I
So
presume
slightly,
you'll want to read mine as well.
Slightly different.
Here.
But they can't delete the thing. Okay. Yeah, Katsuragi. Third. Right.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler, Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Wow, so many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep
When I
us
think
in the
about
loop
it-
if you find out anything else.
So, Scaramouche basically
Will do.
should have escaped Nahida by now. Reason why? Because Nahida would have forgotten, just like how she forgets Ruka Tabata. Right?
Speed of light.
It's only the Traveler. Even Paimon forgot that shit, man. Because Irminsul is the memory of everything. Fucking Irminsul got that fucking memory loss and shit. It's got... Hey, dude. Wisdom, if you forget something.
Nahida, we're here.
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Where's Scamooch?
Where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then he decided he wanted to go to Inazuma.
The Balladeer?
See?
This sounds like some kind of code name.
Grab her by her little ears and go, "You know him! See, he'd use it to escape!
You're
That fucker!"
troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
It is only me, because I'm not of this world. It's funny how it affects Paimon. Does that mean Paimon is of this world?
Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
Do I also tell her that Ruka Tabata thing? Or does that make it... Oh, wait. He was a puppy who lived among men. Okay, so I tell him this. With no trust for humans, the only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength, then returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. I feel Nahida would piece it together because she would be like, "Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Like that was a missing puzzle piece, right? Because everything would like Sumeru, like the guys that were writing the thing, were just like, oh, it was a wandering guy, it was a bladesmith who had revenge. Like, oh, it was a puppet or some shit like that. I think she would like, oh, that makes sense. You know, that shit makes sense. Put it into the fucking thing and say, oh, it all comes together. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal. Knowing now that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable and intended to reverse his tragic fate. He cannot reverse, he can just delete himself.
Quite a story. So, This puppet known as the Balladeer
Scaramouche.
erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
Oh yeah, your mom's Rugadavata, son.
As
Greater
the traveler
Lord.
said, he
Greater
very
Lord
nearly
Rugadavata,
became
actually.
Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
Do you remember the lines, world forget me,
this
Nahida?
person
No,
really
of course you don't.
existed?
That was your fucking
We just don't remember
Greater
it
Lord
because-
Rugadavata, son of a bitch.
Because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it. The Traveler comes from a world beyond Tevat. That's why there's no information about him in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect him. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I have no
can
idea.
only make
You cannot change the
inferences
past.
based on the information we've been given.
You will only be forgotten.
As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
He was a cockhead. Well, it's best for him to be unknown now, because not even the Fatui know who he is, unless one of them is a descender, right? Like me. If one of them is a descender and he remembers the hooch, he was like, he would probably talk to one of his colleagues and go, "Hey, you remember Scaramouche? Yeah, the Balladeer? Yeah, you guys remember that guy?" It's like, no. It's like he deleted himself from the Matrix. I remember his question. He asked me specifically, and the hesitation came. I can't tell Nahid that. Yes, we can. I'm pretty sure she can understand that. It was to stop the corrosion or something. Whatever the fuck. I was so sure it could work.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died.
Well, that's the thing. He did
right?
the Spider-Man thing. Make everyone forget Peter Parker. He just forget name. He's still alive somewhere.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense.
This actually,
every part of
now
it.
I think about it, the Scaramouche's what's it called? His introduction, his drip marketing thing, is like what is it? It's it makes sense when he was fighting the Fatui. Yeah.
The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul.
Oh. The man tried to achieve godhood with the Doctor's help. Ah, my ass! He but.
That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
This is another advertisement for something. God damn it. What is this? The power then enabled him to change the record in MSL, erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength. He erased his name, brother.
Sense, but it still ended in tragedy. tragedy for his friends.
They are still dead. All of my people are dead.
Hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
He is now anonymous. That's what he got. He's off the grid. I think he got the most out of this. Did he wish to ever exist
Please
at all?
wait a moment. I want to check something.
Check your brain here.
Found it.
What the
This
fuck?
should be the one.
Oh.
It turns
Rubik's
out
Cube.
that I have a strange way of confirming everything he has told us.
What?
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Oh. Okay. The information is presented to you in a way it was a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
I authored this record myself.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul.
That's incredible!
So she just renamed
Great idea!
Balladeer to something
sending
else.
the Traveler into Irminsul with the
I made this
Balladeer
story
must have been a further
because
precaution.
bobbity boopity.
I knew he'd remember everything.
What you call a
This
Balladeer?
story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one he told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer.
Where is this
There was once
idiot?
a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this,
Look how
they
cute this
spoke
illustration
words
is.
of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us.
These foxes be
Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin." The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
And the cat is the mooch.
We solved it!
Uh-huh.
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use.
That
I
didn't get
buried it
deleted?
deep
Oh, wait.
inside one of my
Wait, yeah,
own
of course.
dreams, and then
Yeah.
hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
Fuck, it was getting confusing. What can get deleted? You delete
This
yourself.
person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world. We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
It was the 10 Harbingers.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot.
I'm trying to put it together.
Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again
Man,
later.
I'm hungry too.
Good idea.
I'm hungry.
Paimon, why don't you
I'll
take
finish
him
this
out for a
quest and
walk
then
to
I'm gonna
clear
go
his
eat.
head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk.
I went for a walk and then this guy fucking invited me to a threesome. It was fucking weird.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our
I
spirits.
went for a walk.
It must
A
be really
Christmas
tough
walk,
being the only one
dude.
who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Thanks, Paimon. That was so fucking weird, man. Ah, whatever. Okay, dokie. Wait, it's just.
Incoming.
Allow me to glide over there. Oh, at the Zubair. Zubair Theatre? Is that where we're going? Okay.
We're here! What should we eat first?
What are you forgetting? What's happening?
Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
And deleting oneself. Forbidden knowledge. Mahida.
What is it? Have you figured it all out? Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
Oh. So here's the thing. Lesser. Wait. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is Lesser Lord Kusanali. Because she was gonna delete her name, so she just made her clone, basically. And said. Because she was gonna delete her name, so even if she said Lesser Lord, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata doesn't exist, we gotta delete it. She just name changed herself, dude, and she's just like, now I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali. That's me, brother. Because I think the name's like connected to the ancient texts. Is somewhere, dude.
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
But do they forget themselves? Because he deleted himself. Would he know himself?
Hey! Hey, wait!
Hmm? You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? The work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That's the guy! That's the guy, man! That's the...
He's who?
He's that fucker, dude. We gotta fuck him up.
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsettias, and I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsettias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now?
The fact that he deleted it. Okay, that would be fucking weird. Okay, just say he deleted your existence. And now because you wait, oh, what the fuck? Everything about him, everything you know, and so he's learning. He's Google Gaga. He's a baby, dude. Motherfucking baby walking around on fucking 2 legs. You had to learn how to fucking walk and shit. Hey! Wait, I want to talk to this guy. Does he have answers? Maybe you can steal some Sunsettias from this man. Oh look, you got one Sunsettia. I can get a fruit basket to the lady.
That was a good batch of Sunsettias, too.
Sorry, dude. I can get some for you, brother. Imagine deleting Sunsettia. Just had a fucking stroke in my brain. Okay. Where did he go? Did he go far? No, he's just outside.
Speed of light. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsettias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
He forgot who the fuck he was, dude. He doesn't know who he is.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
You, puppet man! You are not human.
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before?
Yes.
No, we haven't met.
But you will not.
But you know me?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, he wouldn't know me because the balladeer knows me. Scaramouche knows me. Can I ask him, what is your name?
I have no recollection.
But I do know you, because you're a bad boy. Or was a bad boy.
Absolutely sure.
Yes, yes, I'm Lady Boy,
Sorry,
yes.
I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet. You have no heart.
Puppet? What makes you think that?
You were made by Raiden Shogun's...
You were right. The look on his face.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people.
Uh-huh. That means I know you, bro.
Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important. Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
oddly nice of you.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
Then let's return to the city.
Let's go. Ikasa. Return to the grocery store. I have $2 whole. And I'm going to spend it on all the candy in the world. Oh, don't you dare. Ow! Yo! Doggy! What's up, Douglas?
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining.
How'd you get outside? When he deleted
Imagine
himself,
you
where
and
the
me
fuck
for
did
a
he end
second.
up?
It's a
That's
little
what I want
weird,
to know.
right? Why
Where's-
is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't
know what my life is. His name is
No.
Hoochie.
You're right.
Scarahooch.
Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
Where are we taking him? Okay. What the fuck? Oh, Sanctuary of Surathana. Are we gonna implant some shit into it? Is this a good idea? Having him docile like this is kinda cool, because he's not a bitch. Nahida, I found the culprit. Let's put him back in jail. He's been a bad boy. Oh, she's hacking.
What's wrong?
Do you know this man?
Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
Foolish.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
Yep.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
Because you decided to make a right decision at the end by deleting yourself.
This is so frustrating!
Or something, I don't know.
This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What
Bastard!
a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
His
Wait,
name.
shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
I've already seen it.
Don't worry.
He's scattered.
Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Again? Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Enter the memory. Whoop. Oh, it's a whole shebang. The domain. Let us enter the domain.
This looks like Inazuma.
Uh-huh.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
VR.
It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original
What the
version
fuck was
of
he doing
events,
there?
Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabuki-mono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Oh, down here? Hey, yeah. Okie dokie.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki-mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Oh. Ow. Cool. Any other chest? What the cock? Oh, dude. Very gangster, very sick, nasty. What's this?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever. This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child then?
He is only mortal, so
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
Really wish
The
you could
voices have
understand that
gone.
human life is quite
It looks like the
fleeting,
memory
and
ends
not
here.
unlike fucking puppets.
Let's keep going.
We can get sick, like you. What the cock? Jesus Christ. Calm down, love. Alright, suck me in, baby. I should... fuck. Maybe there was a chest in there,
You
maybe
do
not.
realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-awaited rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Let's end this quickly.
Too easy. Power that ended high.
Oh boy.
Strike is one. Speed of light. Hey! Unleash.
We shall prevail.
Let's end this quickly.
I was trying to get some cabinets off, but this whole team just wait for the
Speed of light. Your grand finale. Unleash.
Yield. Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Let's end this quickly.
To ashes.
This isn't good.
Come at me.
Put your back into it.
You can't run.
Duty.
Well,
Pin them down.
And step. Speed of light.
looks like I went too far.
was there anything in here? Ooh, chesticles. Oh, look at this marrow, this crystal marrow. Meat. Oh! I
This
remember
place is dark.
You did this to me, you fucker.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the Traveler once encountered the Balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. And so familiar. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison.
Whoopsie.
What a sharp tongue you have.
Whoopsie, I clicked.
Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never failed to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. Bye then. See you at the victory feast.
You won't be seeing Signoro.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
I can't see anything.
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Your grand finale! Flee! Nowhere to hide.
My way. Oh, we're dead.
Healing prayer! Junior! And step. The more, the merrier. Speed of light. With sword from shadow.
Where'd you go?
The shine no longer.
Nothing? Okay. Any chests around I want to ask? Want to say? Want to sneak up on me?
Looks like we have arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the Abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
Oh, he's the guy who fucking...
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
Oh shit, I have to move in here. There's nothing here. Okay.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Your debt is due, right? Nafatui? Okay.
Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you. And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Your person's sins, an inescapable part of the destiny.
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul-searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours. You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Put it inside of my body.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here?
It's...
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
Oh, my boy's going through it.
Is he alright?
Oh shit. His robot thing is... Oh wait, we're in the this is a memory. That's him in there. So we gotta do this whole shebang while he thinks about it. Yo, where'd I learn that? Where's that move in my fucking repertoire? Oh, fucking move sets.
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Oh, shit. Explosion, dude.
Die.
Now it's back to his piece of shit self. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Why am I the wanderer? Ah, fuck. Let me just float a bit.
Questions?
Let me rise. I'm getting cooked. Oh my god.
Too slow.
Ow!
At my command, you shall fall.
Oh my god. Hold up. I'm gonna die, brother. I'm gonna step on you.
Insignificant past.
Okay. Oh my god.
Squall Fury. My endless cycle begins.
Ah, fuck, I am gonna die. Holy fuck. I wasn't prepared. Oh, God, I got hit by that? This doesn't hit. I'm healed again. Oh my god, thank god. Pity, pity. Ah!
Feeble human. Behold. You're dead.
Oh my god, that hit me. That's so fucking stupid, Scout. Hoochie.
Insignificant past.
Okay.
Fury.
Okay.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
Man, I got cooked, not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting
What did you
anything.
expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
And now he's gonna Nemo vision, dude. That's all I wanted to see, to be honest. For me, is when people get visions, dude. When they get visions. I was hoping we get introduced to like a new character. And then
Welcome back, traveler.
Yeah.
Paimon, Balladeer.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
you won't go by the Balladeer anymore.
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected
I will
to
name
him.
you after the
I'm not planning on
doctor.
returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events
They would.
will have affected a lot of people. And
They
they might
would.
not even remember who the sixth is.
Yeah, they don't.
So,
they
you're
wouldn't.
quitting the Fatui for good?
Dude, imagine being in the Fatui. You got you got the 11th Fatui, and then it's just like, who the fuck was the 6th guy? Imagine like
It's
everyone's
you said,
had
Lesser
fucking
Lord
brain fart.
Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
But he's got the he's
your
anonymous
main goal,
now.
for which you
That's
gave
good.
up everything
Kinda,
you had.
maybe. I don't know.
You weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past,
That was covert.
changing the
He's
fates
off the
of other
books,
people,
bro.
These are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future,
Look at
I'll continue to
Kusanali's little
search
cheeks,
Irminsul
bro.
more deeply and see what secrets can
She's
be
so
uncovered,
small, dude.
including
So
the beginning
cute.
of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well. I will try.
Traveler.
What?
After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You
I
understand
am
what
human.
pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
She did give... Actually, I don't know how it worked. Can we, like... What? What? Can we talk about... So how does having a Nemo vision feel?
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Oh yeah, I have to name this guy.
Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Oh shit, I
And
don't know
I
what
hope
name
we
him.
don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking.
I'll call him Kintama. Testicle,
Paimon
bro.
have helped
I'll
you a
call him
lot.
testicles.
If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
Oh shit.
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything?
Name change rules. You can obtain the item an appellative stroke from the Archon quest. And you change Eon's Adrift Wanderer's and Nemo's name. Please take note that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display the name that you have chosen. There's a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do so with care. Travelers, please ensure that you follow your alternatives. To create a healthy in-game environment, please that you will not instigate, take part in the creation of content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, or religion. I can just imagine. Oh my god. The bullying or insulting of any travelers, groups, travelers, any other content or behavior that violates the terms of service, we may have to restrict your use of the game service. If you follow these rules, this may include suspension, restriction, a name reset, forced disconnection, login suspension, or account forfeiture. At the same time, you are welcome to use the report function to send feedback to us. Okay. Oh shit. What do I name him? I want to make it just like something short. Less than one character. You can just call him like a letter. Z. Get him Z. Fuck, what do I name this guy? The fuck do I name this guy? I have to name a character? The fuck, man. How long can you make a name? Wait, let me just test it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 characters. Isn't Kaidahara Kazuha more than 14 characters? Because that pops up in the side, and all of Inazuma characters have long ass fucking names. Name. Hoochie Mama. What do I call a hooch, bro? How does one name the hooch? What's some good names? I don't know. Let's call him the beep boop boop beep 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 beep. I don't know. The fuck do I need this guy? Ah, fuck. I wasn't thinking this Paimon too. The fuck? Oh, god damn it. Man, even where do we go from here? Name. Wanderer. Blessed brother. Name. Oh no, man. Some kid. I don't know. Just call him kid or something. Like, hey kid, you kid, go get him, kid. Kid. They give me a name changes thing, right? Later. I don't know. I call him kid, bro. Okay. No, it's so fucking stupid, man. When you think about it, every name is fucking stupid. What? What a thing. What can we name this guy, dude? These guys, dude. These guys. I don't know what to name. What the fuck do I name this shitting fucking piece of shit son of... What the fuck do I name? Oh my goodness. Naming this kid. Naming this idiot. Naming. What do we name this guy? Man, I can't. Bro, I'm taking. Can't think of anything. Let's give him Metal Gear Solid. Snake. Oh my god, I'm creatively bankrupt right now. Man, I can only think of names that are cool that don't fit his face. Doesn't look like that thing. Doesn't look like so. What could he be? What could he be? What could he be? What could he be? What is his name? What is his? The Hoochie. Scaramouche. Scaramouche. I don't want to be named Scaramouche. Because my name is Scaramouche. Fuck. Shit. Oh my god. It's killing me inside. Fuck, man. Okay, I just call him. Get him, kid.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. Have you got any?
No, man. Got anything? They call me Inspector. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can only... Fuck, man. Yeah, you'll get this. We should get a thing back, right? Kid.
Are you sure?
I don't even have the character, to be honest. Yeah, it's the thing to do.
All right. If you say so.
Because you were just born yesterday. I feel like it's a thing that makes you feel youthful.
There.
They call me Kid.
Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
That is your name, Kid.
Still thinking. Stop rushing me.
That was me.
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Fattens.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
And you're still very small. Look at this
One
kid.
more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see.
Just a waste of my time.
That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
I don't want to... You gotta send me back to Inazuma, brother.
What's that look for? Don't make that face. I know what I'm doing.
You're a psychopath.
That day will come. All right. We're done here. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
Yeah, he got an Nemo
What he
version
went
so he
through
can
today
fly.
would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There were some bumps along the way, but it's all
So
over
we can
now.
finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Me too.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Okay. Okay, okay. Huh? Did I complete the quest? Oh, it's
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire
Why am I
and
looking
turned
into the
into
sun?
red
What the fuck?
clouds
Ah,
that
my
rallied
eyes.
around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Return to the resting place. Okay, dokie. Yeah. Well, I don't have them, so it shouldn't matter too much. But it's just like in the back of my mind, I was like, that guy's name is Kid. Oh boy, that's so stupid. They should be giving me a name changing slip or something. Or something like that. Or like maybe if I do have them unlocked. What is she doing? Wait. Oh yeah, I gotta rest over here. Whoopsie.
It's about time we had a break.
Oh, well, look at that.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, great! Huh? Look at the vase.
Oh, you did that.
Someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
You did it.
You sound lost and confused.
Who the fuck is that? That lady sounds like the, you know, in the pirate music. Heartbeat.
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Get out of my head.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true.
What is unseen is but an illusion.
Who the fuck talks that slow?
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
I don't know.
Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up?
You
Feels
pick it
wrong
up.
just leaving it there.
Yeah,
Just
you
a moment. Paimon will be right
on
back.
it. You bumped into it and you couldn't step on it. Fly. Who was that lady who was speaking to me? Who can talk to me in minds? Oh my god. Oh look. I've got the epileptic stroke. Ooh, darling. And look at this. I have no quest. Do I have any? Nope. And all of these. Oh, endings reached. Oh my goodness. And there we have it. I have now completed my quests. I am now empty and ready. Ready. I'm so fucking ready. For the next patch where they release more of Desert. And then we can do some of the thing. So any quest requiring that quest, I already got it done, you sick bastards. Alright. Alright. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I'm just gonna hand in my resin. Beep 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 boop. Beep boop beep boop.
Don't blink! Hey!
Hey bro, may I use your crafting bench? He says yes, and I use the crafting bench with my powers. Actually, do I need a boss? Actually, I think I do need a boss. Hold on. Hazel? Hazel. Where's Hazel? Where's Hazel? There he is. I need to do the boss because I need this. 0 of that. And Nemo hypostasis. I guess I did it in Nemo hypostasis. Oh, actually, yeah, let's end it with some fucking. Let's do some wind trace, boys. Yeah, they're saying I'll do something with the resin later. I'll do some wind trace. I'll do some wind trace. Take me to the wind trace area. Immediately. Please. Okay. 3. Hey, Gygax. I want to play some wind trace. I want to play some hide and seek, brother. Boom. Boom. Bah. Oh. Okay. I am a rebel. Actually, yes. Yes, I shall hide. current disguises are hay rolls and wooden crates. All right, time to run. Now, do you think this would work? Okay, that would not work. That would not work. How about this? This. Ooh, ooh wee. How about I do this? So I'm hidden. Raiden Shogun. Holds on. Yes, incredible. Incredible. Yes. Where are you going, Shogun? Yes. She may go on the roofs. There she is, in the chimney, like Santa Claus. She is looking for victims. Yes. Yes, I see. Someone is doing a funny hee hee ha ha. I shall send one too. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh. I'm gonna get hit. Because I'm looking at all these cute fucking emotes. She's moving. Where is she? She's like, oh, she's up. Where is she? Oh. Oh. Is she coming to get that? I should have went for it. I should have went for it. She's gonna use it immediately. Oh. Oh god. Fuck. God damn. I should have went for it. I should have went. I should have done something about that shit. Fuck. You son of a bitch. I should have got the favor, bro. Should have rushed in, got that favor.
Nothing but the breeze. The breeze of my...
Where'd the Shogun go? Oh, there she is. Rush, rush, rush. You two Shogun. Who escaped? Lumi? Yeah. Very good. Very good, I say. Molto bene, I say. Molto bene. Oof. Yeah, still got some rewards to get. Play some wind race. I can play wind race. Stop. Oh, the Eremite's base. Could be a barrel, crate, or a what is it? A pot. I'm a rebel again. Seems to be a rebel. Devious, I say. Quite devious. Very nice, very cool, but it's so sexy. Okay, let's go. Let's see if this thing works again. Probably not. Probably not. How about I do E. Oop. Okay. See the thing. That beautiful. Just the way I saw. Oop. Mr. Zhongli. What are you doing? Doesn't he have that ability to do that on the floor? Where is he going? Do you not see that fucking crate in that fucking bush? It's so suspicious, bro. Wait. Oh, that's on top. He'd want to go there. So I'll go right under his nose. Because he wants to go up, right? I'm going under. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't know. You'd be a fool if you thought this was a genius at work. Is he gonna use it? It's like besides me. Here's the thing, if he... oh god. No, he doesn't... Okay, I think this is a good spot because he doesn't know if I'm up or down. Alright, he'll check higher location, right? Ooh, baby! 10 seconds left. Catch it. Tagged. One without being captured. Escaped. Captured. Oh, baby, that's me. I'm hide and seek. The hide and seek king, dude. I fucking slay. Too hot head. Oh, oopsie. Okay, let me just do this. My rewards. Rawr. Fantastic. Alright, let's check this out. What? Oh, this thing? You only got one? Can you get more? Could change my Scaramouche's name? Gotcha. Okay. These are done. Okay. I think we call that a day. Finished all my quests, bro, and I'm ready for the next patch. Ish. I think. Should be. Delissimo. Delissimo is a... Woo. Alright. Okay, I'm a little bit peckish. Alright. Being off. Let's see. We have in the next pack. When Al Hatham comes around. Dude, when Al Hatham comes around. I ain't gonna roll for that guy. I've got no rolls. They fucking rolling that. Oh, no, fucking red horn, man. The red horn is taking everything from me. Okay. But I got most of the... Actually, you know what? I think I remember there was a chest. I think I didn't open it. But I think I just forgot about it. Somewhere here. It like blends in with the rocks. Okay, I think it's over here. Blends in with the rocks. Oh, look. An Oni Kabuto. Delicious. I'll put it inside of my body. Nice. There it is. I can't believe I missed this thing. Oh, no. I already got it. It's a fake. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so that's the thingy, and that will always be there. Because I just saw it before. I was like, oh, that's a chest, but it's a fake chest. Gotcha. This pool over here, there was an actual legit chest here. Right? And I already 100% of the map, right? But there was this chest randomly, like, out here. And I didn't see it, like, because I always come here to get shit. But I guess I never saw it. Or maybe it was, like, put in when this area, this little... They wouldn't have changed this, right? There was a chest here. Or something. I remember I came in... go. Jog my memory. It was under here. The chest was under here. And I just got that one recently, like 2 days ago. Yeah, because I don't know, I was like killing things. Yeah, it was fucking stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna end that here. Ooh, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something. Have a nice Christmas to whoever watches, but I feel like only the butts, the good old butts, want to become famous? Question mark. Oh, your stream is on. Fuck. I'll keep at it. Alright, thank you. Alright, good night. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. What?